Hi folks, Mayor Tom Koch here, giving the latest coronavirus update from Quincy. Joining me today is a wonderful health commissioner, very dedicated health commissioner, Ruth Jones. I got to say right up front, the incredible work she and her staff have been doing since this thing first broke. Ruth is in direct contact with the city, with the DPH, following all the guidelines and monitoring the cases in Quincy. So welcome, Ruth, and
Thank you.
thanks for all you do. How about a little update?
Sure. So on my way here, I found out that we have another case. This would be case number 10 for us. A female in her 70s. Right now she's in the hospital, and my staff is actually getting into the investigation as we speak, so I don't have much more information than that on her.
So you get that notice from the state?
We do. We get notified from the state through our Maven system, and usually an email from the state, and then we just take it from there to do the investigation. So again, that's case number 10. We have 7 cases that are connected to 2 different incidents in Biogen, with the Biogen conference. One case that was connected to New York, female that went to take care of somebody who had ended up with COVID-19 and then came back here, and she ended up with COVID-19. We also have another case of an elderly gentleman who is presently in the hospital in Boston and intubated, not doing terrific, but and then this new case. So that makes a total of our 10 cases. We're monitoring about 40 people now, and most of them are contacts to cases at this point.
So these would be self-quarantine?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Anything new coming out from guidelines from the federal or state government?
We have a few different guidelines that are changed. So the retesting that we had been told prior that we had to do on positive cases to get them out of quarantine, they're giving us other options now that if they've been in quarantine for 7 days and then are asymptomatic, so no symptoms, no fever, and on no medication for 3 more days, then we can actually release them from quarantine, which is great because it was very lengthy if you had to go and do the retesting.
Right.
And so we'll hopefully be starting that tomorrow with some of our cases. Also, the testing is much more abundant now. The governor was on this afternoon, or early this afternoon, and talking about Quest and LabCorp doing well over 10,000 tests a day. Each. So
just for Massachusetts?
Just for Massachusetts. So we expect now, with all those tests, to be seeing more cases. And I don't want people to be alarmed when they see that we get more cases. You do more testing, you get more cases. So
some have said there's probably people that have had it already and gone.
And I believe that,
but,
absolutely.
It's been around for a couple of months now.
We're seeing younger people. Some of our cases are younger people in their 20s that really don't have a lot of symptoms, don't even know they have it often. So
again, it's the folks with compromised immune systems, or ongoing health issues that are most susceptible.
And are older usually. You know, that combination makes
more your age than my age.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. but I'm pretty healthy, so hopefully I'll be around
I
for
hope
a while.
So. Okay, I know that we've been talking, and the city has made the decision to now ask all the businesses to close that related to a nail salon, hair salon, a massage parlor, and tattoo facilities. Because again, the proximity and the transmission of the germ with the virus. So anything to add on that?
Well, I just think it's right now where we're going to see more cases, and we kind of had this predicted from the state and you know, from the federal government, that the more that we can keep that social distancing, the better off we're going to be, especially now. And so those places, are you moving away from me?
No, I think we have a good distance.
I think we have a good distance. So I think that in certain instances, like in hair salons and barbershops and nail salons, people have to be close in order to perform what they have to do.
And for more than 15 minutes.
Absolutely, for more than 15 minutes. And so those are the 2 deciding factors, that distance and the sustained contact. So I think it's a smart move. I think we need to do this right now, and we'll get people back to normal as quickly as we can, but we don't want people to get sick.
Right, absolutely. Well, again, we appreciate that very much.
Thank you.
This afternoon, just before we taped, the Affordable Housing Trust Committee voted to at my recommendation, to put $1 million into a separate account to help us with rental assistance going forward for those folks in the hospitality community. There'll be more to talk about a little bit later. The Quincy Chamber of Commerce and Quincy Community Action Programs are going to help us disperse that appropriately.
Great.
Tomorrow, the City Council is meeting by phone at 5 o'clock to take action on my request of the $500,000 request to buy equipment and all the potential issues we got coming up that we know we're going to have to deal with.
Right.
We did get a grant from the governor for $100,000 for your department to
Just
meet
came yesterday.
with
Yeah,
some of the bills and you know, equipment that you may need.
Right.
So, folks, we're doing everything we can in our power as a city. Commissioner Jones has just been phenomenal along with her staff. Chief Jackson, the fire department, Chief Keenan, the police department, all the department heads of the city are working so well together. Again, we thank the governor and lieutenant governor for the great work that they're doing, the leadership they're providing. President Trump, Congressman Lynch at the federal level have been phenomenal in the effort here. So again, we're all coming together. It doesn't matter what party we are, what faith you belong to, we're all in this together. We'll get through this together as one human family. Having said that, I'm a Catholic. I do my rosary each day. Whatever faith tradition you may have, we ask you to pray for, Ruth just mentioned, 2 elderly people from Quincy, 185, 172. Keep them in your prayers, along with everybody else, and pray that this virus may be gone from us quickly.
Absolutely.
And one last plug, support your local restaurants. They're all doing takeout now. I'm sure Mom's sick of cooking, so feel free to take advantage of that and support your local business. Look out for your neighbors. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you again tomorrow. God bless.